Hi guys, we are going to start in a seated position, seated at the back of the mat. So make yourself comfortable. You can use the block. I'm sitting on top of the block. If you have one, go ahead, sit on top of it. And if this seated position on the shins doesn't work, then maybe sit with your legs crossed. And simply place your hands on top of your thighs. Close your eyes. Shift the shoulders so they land on top of the hips. Maybe you want to lift the shoulders towards the ears and then lower the shoulders to the back and down. Creating a bit more space in the back body, in the spine. Drawing your chin to the throat slightly so the back of the neck is elongated. And then take a moment to fully arrive, to settle in. Start connecting with your breath. Just observe the in breaths and out breaths. Present with each inhalation, each exhalation. Completely and fully focusing on your breath. Noticing that if you give all of your attention to your breath, there's no space for analyzing, worrying. You are fully present with this breath and that breath. We are going to start today's class with 3-part breath pranayama exercise. So for now, just keep breathing naturally, and I'm going to explain what we're going to do. You're going to take inhalation and guide it to your belly. Then, second part of the inhalation, you will guide it to the lower ribs. And then finally, third part to your chest, all the way up to the collarbones. And then you're going to exhale through the mouth. So we are dividing the inhale into 3 parts. And if this is something that doesn't feel good, it doesn't work for you, just focus on inhaling into your belly. Okay, so big breath in. Exhale through the nose fully, emptying your body out of the air. And then inhale to your belly, to your ribs, to your chest, out through the mouth. And again, inhale belly, ribs, chest, out through the mouth. Inhale belly, ribs, chest, out through the mouth. Inhale belly, rib cage, chest expanding, out through the mouth. One more, belly, ribs, chest, out through the mouth. And then allow your breath to become effortless. Come back to the patterns of the inhalations and exhalations, which are natural to you, to your body. And simply notice, observe. Maybe you can notice a change in how inhalations and exhalations feel in your body in comparison to the breathing patterns that you observed before the breath work. Simply notice where you feel your breath in your body. Notice the length of inhalations and exhalations. If you want to add Ujjayi breath into the practice today, you may start with constricting the throat, connecting with this oceanic sound that Ujjayi creates. Inhaling and exhaling through the nose. And we are going to start movement. You are seated at the back of the mat. I'm staying here just so you can see me better and I can face you for the next moments of the practice. Slowly start opening your eyes. And then as you inhale, arms above the head, palms of the hands together or facing each other. And then as you exhale, start twisting your chest to the left, right hand on top of the left knee, left hand behind your back. And then look to the back of the mat. Inhale, think of elongating the spine. Exhale, sink into the twist. Guide your left shoulder blade to the spine, right away from the spine. One more inhalation. As you exhale, release the twist and then inhale, arms above the head. Maybe the gaze on your fingers. As you exhale, twist your chest to the right. Right hand behind you, left hand on top of the right knee. And once again, guide the right shoulder blade to the spine. Left one away from the spine. Maybe look to the back. And just hold. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, sink into the twist, making sure that hips stay square. The twist is happening from the spine, the lower back, thoracic spine. As you exhale back through center, extend the arms above the head. And then as you exhale, lower your hands on your thighs. Inhale. Slide your hands towards your hips. Look up as you slide the shoulder blades together, keeping the back of the neck long. As you exhale, pull the chin to the chest, round the back body. Inhale, lift your tailbone, slide the shoulder blades together, slide the hands closer to the hips. As you exhale, chin to the chest, hands on top of the knees, round the back body. And again, inhale, open your chest to look up. As you exhale, chin to the chest, round the back body. And this time start lifting your left hand. And then big circular movement. Guide your left arm to the back. Exhale, settle in this shape. I'm going to show you how it looks from the side. On your next inhalation, big circular movement, shoulder a bit closer to the ear, then arm forward, exhale, round the back body. And then the right arm, inhale, reach forward with your right fingers. And then twist your chest to the right as you guide your right arm to the back. Look at your right thumb. And then inhale, back through center. Exhale, lower your right hand on your right knee. Round the back body. And again, inhale, left arm, big circular movement. Exhale, lower your left arm so it's parallel to the mat, opening your chest to the left. Inhale, big circular movement. Exhale, left hand on the left knee, round the back body. To the right, inhale, big circular movement. Guide your right arm to the back, thumb is pointing up, maybe gaze on your right thumb. And then big circular movement, exhale, right hand, right knee, round the back body. And again, inhale, open to the left fingers reaching to the back. Inhale. Exhale, left hand on top of the left knee. Once again to the right, inhale, lift your right arm. And then exhale, guide your right fingers to the back. Inhale, lift your right arm, right fingers, reach them forward and then lower on top of your right knee. And then come back to a neutral spine, interlace your fingers in front of you, start circling your wrists. And then to the other side. And then release your hands. If you were sitting on top of the block, you can release it, place it in the front of the mat, so if you need it later, it's there. And then tuck your toes under. Once again, as you inhale, arms above the head. And then as you exhale, lower your belly towards your thighs, your chest to the mat. Sinking into your child's pose with your toes tucked under. And take a moment here to guide your hips on top of the heels as you press the palms of the hands to the mat. Inhale. And exhale. And then stay low with your chest. Start shifting your chest forward. Bend your elbows. Stay low, stay low. And then start opening your chest as you lift your hips, your kneecaps, extend the elbows. Upward dog with the toes tucked under. And then as you exhale, bend your elbows. Hover your chest above the mat. Inhale, top of the feet on the mat. Upward dog. Squeeze your glutes. Shift the chest even more forward. And then as you exhale, lift your hips. Downward facing dog. One inhalation. As you exhale, drop your knees on the mat. Toes stay tucked under. We are going to repeat this sequence 2 more times. Bend your elbows as you shift your chest forward. Stay low with your chest. And then as you inhale, extend the elbows, open your chest. Engage the glutes, widen through the collarbones. As you exhale, bend your elbows. You can drop the knees on the mat if you need. Inhale, upward facing dog, the top of the feet on the mat. As you exhale, downward facing dog. Once again, just one inhalation, press the hands to the mat. As you exhale, drop the knees to the mat. You're in your child's pose. Start bending the elbows, shifting the chest forward, and then lift your kneecaps from the mat, engage the glutes, extend the elbows. As you exhale, bend your elbows, hover above the mat. Inhale, upward facing dog, the top of the feet on the mat. Elongate the lower back, open your chest more, pull the shoulders to the back as you exhale, downward facing dog. And just hold. Spread your fingers wide, slightly pigeon toe your feet. You can move your head from side to side. You can lift and lower the heels. Maybe you want to bend your knees, or maybe you want to keep your knees bent so you can find even more length in your spine. And then just hold. Take a big breath in. And then exhale. On your next inhalation, look to the front of the mat and take a big step, maybe hop in between your hands. Immediately finding halfway lift. So maybe you want to keep your knees bent. Open your chest, widen through the collarbones. And then as you exhale, belly towards your thighs. The back of the neck is long. And then place your hands on the opposite elbows. And then start rocking side to side. Maybe you want to bounce up and down. Just a few times, up and down. Maybe you want to stay still. And then release your hands, release your arms. And then start rolling your spine vertebra by vertebra. So articulating each part of the spine, each bone. And then on your next inhalation, extend the arms above the head. As you exhale, release your arms. Shift the weight on your left foot and then pull your right knee to the chest, microbend in your left knee. Take a big step with your right foot to the back, extend the arms above the head. And just hold here. Right hip bone forward, left hip bone slightly to the back, left kneecap on top of your left thigh, and just hold. Inhale. As you exhale, lower your arms. Inhale, bend your left knee, extend the arms above the head. Exhale, lower your arms, extend the left knee. Inhale, extend the arms above the head. Exhale, lower the arms. Inhale, extend the arms above the head and just hold. If there's any pinching in your lower back, you can bend your right knee slightly. So think of elongating your lower back here. And then shift the weight on your left foot. Lift your right foot from the mat and then guide your right arm to the back. Left fingers are reaching forward. Lower your right hip bone. Lift your right heel even more. And then bend your left knee, drop your right toes to the back, and then switch your arms. So left arm next to the left hip, right fingers are reaching up. And again, shift the weight on your left foot. Start lifting the right foot from the mat, left fingers reaching forward, right to the back. And again, lower your right toes to the back, right fingers reaching to the ceiling, left fingers are reaching down. Hold. Inhale. As you exhale, start lowering your right knee on the mat, low lunge. Start reaching your left fingers to the mat. Maybe you are able to touch to the mat, elongating the right side of the body. So your right fingers are reaching to the left. Shoulders stay square, so don't twist your chest here. Take one more inhalation. One more exhalation. And then start lifting your right knee from the mat. You are back in your high lunge. And then lower your right hand on the mat. Big circular movement, lower your left hand on the mat. Shift the weight on your left foot. Pull your right knee to the chest. And then extend your right leg to the front of the mat as you lower your glutes on the mat. Lift your hands from the mat, make your way on your back, keep lifting the shoulder blades, and then extend your left leg. Hands on the back of your left leg somewhere, and then start guiding your left thigh a bit closer to your belly. Just hold. Breathe. And then maybe flex your left foot so the heel is pointing up, the toes towards the mat. Inhale. And exhale. Once again, bend your left knee. And then rock up. Left foot comes back on the mat, hands on the mat. And then make your way into a standing position. Extend your right leg to the back. Spine parallel to the mat. You are in your supported warrior three. And just hold for one inhalation. Flex your right foot. As you exhale, drop your right foot to the mat. Right toes are pointing away from you. Inhale, halfway lift. So maybe here the blocks will be helpful. You can grab the blocks, place them under your hands if you need it. And then as you exhale, belly towards your left thigh. So guide your right hip bone forward, your left hip bone to the back. And just hold. Breathe. Inhale. And exhale. On your next inhalation, start lifting your right heel from the mat. Press into your hands. If you have blocks, release the blocks, press the hands to the mat. And then sweep your left leg to the back, making your way into your one-legged downward facing dog. Hips stay square. Take one more inhalation. As you exhale, drop your right knee on the mat. Just tap. Keep lifting your left heel. And then extend your right leg. And again, bend your right knee. Tap your right knee to the mat. Keep lifting the left leg. And then extend your right leg. Hips square. One more. Bend your right knee. Tap your right knee to the mat. Shoulders shift on top of the wrists. And extend. And this time lower your right knee to the mat. Bend your left knee. Pull your left knee to the left elbow. Flex your left foot. And then place your left ankle on top of your right knee, right thigh. Maybe you are able to rest your left toes on the mat. Guide your left knee to the back. Big step with your hands to the front of the mat. Inhale. As you exhale, belly towards your right thigh, chest to the mat. And just hold. So it's a fusion between pigeon and puppy pose. Fingers are reaching forwards, arms are active. Inhale. And exhale. And then start lifting your chest. Step your hands under the shoulders. Right toes are still tucked under. And then start lifting your right knee from the mat. Make your way into your downward facing dog with the left ankle on top of the right knee. Start walking your hands, possibly hands with the blocks, to the back. And then you can stay here if you want this deep stretch and the support, or you can place the hands in front of the chest, opening through the chest, sinking low, belly towards your right thigh. Find a stable point of gaze on the mat in front of you. Gently sliding the shoulder blades. Inhale. As you exhale, hands on the mat or on the blocks. And then slide your left foot so it ends up on the outside of your right foot, just the ball of the foot. Heel is lifted. Make sure that you are not pressing the right knee to the back. And then we are switching the legs, so drop your left heel and kick your right leg to the back into your standing split. Engaging the right glute. Maybe you need to bend your left knee quite a lot. That's okay. And then bend your right knee. Pull it towards your chest as you make your way into a standing position on the left leg. And then hands together in front of your chest. Extend your right leg in front of you, bend your left knee, and then with control, big step with your right foot to the front of the mat. Extend the arms above the head, find your high lunge. Inhale. And then as you exhale, lower your hands on the mat. We are shifting the weight on the left foot, left hand. Drop your left heel. Step your right foot on top of the left foot. And then extend your right arm above the head. Engage the obliques, the glutes, the core. Shoulder is on top of the left wrist. Inhale. As you exhale, lower your right forearm to the mat. And then point your toes to the left, drop your heels. And then extend your left arm above the head. Forearm plank, side plank on the right arm. Keep breathing. Inhale. As you exhale, drop your left forearm on the mat, square your hips, and just hold. Tuck your tailbone under just slightly, scoop your abs, creating space in between the shoulder blades. Inhale. As you exhale, drop your knees on the mat, the top of your feet on the mat, and then start lowering your hips and your belly. Press the top of the feet to the mat, engage the glutes, and then think of pulling your elbows to the back, tractioning the chest forward. Inhale. And exhale. As you inhale, maybe just an option, extend the elbows. Exhale. One more inhalation, shoulders away from the ears. As you exhale, make your way on your belly, lowering your chest, sliding the hands under the shoulders. Tuck your toes under. And then press back into a child's pose just for a moment. Stay low with your chest and then slide it forward. We have been here. Bend your elbows and then extend the elbows. Leave the kneecaps. Stay on your toes. Upward dog with your toes tucked under. And then bend your elbows. Hover your chest above the mat. Inhale. Upward dog, the top of the feet on the mat. Shift your chest forward. Shoulders to the back as you exhale. Downward facing dog. And just hold. Breathe. Inhale. And exhale. Elbows are pointing down. Elbow creases towards each other. Seat bones are opening to the ceiling. On your next inhalation, look to the front of the mat. Step, hop in between your hands. Halfway lift, immediately adjust your hands, maybe slide them on your shins. Slide the shoulder blades together. And then as you exhale, belly towards your thighs. On your next inhalation, make your way into a standing position, arms above the head. And then as you exhale, release your arms, shifting the weight on your right foot, pull your left knee to the chest. And then big step with your left foot to the back of the mat, extend the arms above the head. Find your high lunge. Once again, if there's any sensation in the lower back, bend your left knee slightly. Otherwise, hold with your chest open, right kneecap pointing forward. Inhale. As you exhale, lower your arms, palms are pointing down, extend the right knee. And then inhale, lift your arms above the head, bend your right knee. Exhale, lower your arms, extend the right knee. Inhale, bend your right knee, extend your arms above the head. One more. Palms down, lower your arms, extend the right leg. Inhale, arms above the head, palms are facing each other or are together above the head. And this time, shift the weight on your right foot. And then start guiding your left arm to the back. Right fingers are reaching forward. Can you lower the left hip bone a bit more? Lift your left heel up. And then you are switching the arms. Step your left foot to the back. High lunge, right fingers are reaching down, left up. Shift the weight on the right foot. Reach your right fingers forward, left to the back. Lift your left leg. And then bend your right knee, right fingers down, left up. One more here. Shift the weight forward, strong core. Right thumb is lifted, reaching up. Left thumb is pointing down. Lower the left hip bone, lift your left heel. Press the back of the left thigh up. And then lower the left foot to the back, left toes to the back. Right fingers are reaching down, left up. Inhale. As you exhale, drop your left knee on the mat. Maybe the right fingers are already touching to the mat. Maybe they are not. Start reaching your left fingers to the right, elongating the left side of the body, but without twisting your chest to the right. So open this left shoulder. Maybe the right fingers are on the mat. Maybe they are reaching towards the mat. Inhale, back through center. And lift your left knee from the mat. One more inhalation. As you exhale, drop your left hand on the mat. Cartwheel your right arm, right hand. Right hand drops on the mat. Shift the weight on your right foot. Pull your left knee to the chest and then extend the left leg as you lower your glutes on the mat. Lift your hands and immediately make your way on your back. Extend your right leg. Hold. And then hands on top of your right calf, behind your right knee. Start guiding your right thigh towards your belly. You can drop your left leg on the mat if it's too much, to keep it hovered above the mat. And then flex your right foot. Press the right heel to the ceiling. Inhale. Exhale. Start bending your right knee as you lift your left leg up. Rock up, hands come back on the mat. And then extend your left leg to the back, making your way into this supported warrior three. And notice what's happening in the hips here. So you are lowering your left hip bone. One inhalation, flex your left foot. As you exhale, lower your left foot on the mat. You are in your pyramid pose. So left toes are pointing to the left slightly. Maybe blocks under the hands. Inhale, long spine. As you exhale, belly towards your right thigh. Can you guide your right hip bone to the back, left forward just a bit more? The back of the neck is long. Keep breathing. Take one more inhalation. One more exhalation. And then lift your left heel. Press the hands to the mat, so maybe remove the blocks. And then sweep your right leg to the back, but keep your hips square. So lower this right hip bone. Keep lifting your right heel like in Warrior 3. And then bend your left knee. Tap your left knee to the mat. Just tap. And then extend. Belly towards your left thigh. And again, tap your left knee to the mat. And then lift your hips up and to the back. And again, bend your left knee. Tap your left knee to the mat. And then extend your left leg. Keep lifting your right heel. One more. Tap your left knee to the mat. And just hold. Pull your right knee to the right elbow. And this time flex your right foot, cross your right ankle over your left knee. Maybe the right toes can stay grounded on the mat. Right knees pointing to the right. Big step with your hands to the front of the mat. Inhale. As you exhale, belly towards your thigh. Chest to the mat. This fusion of puppy pose and the pigeon pose. Inhale. And exhale. On your next inhalation, make your way back on your hands. Hands under the shoulders. Left toes are still tucked under. Start lifting your left knee. So you are in this downward dog with the right leg bent. Maybe you'll need to use your blocks. Walk your hands to the back. And you can stay here with the hands on the blocks. Or you can start lifting your hands from the mat. Flexing your right foot, allowing the right knee to drop to the mat. Keeping your chest open, your spine long, shoulders relaxed, face relaxed. And just hold. Inhale. And exhale. One more inhalation. As you exhale, lower your hands on the mat. Start extending the left leg as you slide your right foot on the mat on the outside of your left foot. And once again, make sure that you are not pressing this left knee too much to the back. So micro bend if you need it. And just hold. The back of the neck is long, head is relaxed. Inhale. Exhale. Shift the weight on the ball of the right foot. Drop your right heel. As you extend your left leg, kick it up, standing split. Hold. Belly towards the right thigh. Bend your right knee, maybe a bit, maybe a lot. Bend your left knee. And then pull it towards your chest. Start making our way into a standing position on your right foot, hands in front of the chest. Extend the left leg in front of you. Bend your right knee. Big step with your left foot to the front of the mat, high lunge. Open your chest. Inhale. And exhale. And again, inhale. As you exhale, hands come back on the mat. We are making our way into a side plank. So lower your right heel. Step your left foot to the back and then extend your left arm above the head. Hold, breathe. Drop your lower ribs to the right hip. One more inhalation. As you exhale, lower your left forearm on the mat. And then drop your heels to the left, point your toes to the right. Extend the right arm above the head. Inhale. As you exhale, right forearm on the mat. Just hold. Scoop your abs, create space in between the shoulder blades. Drop the knees if you need, of course. The back is long, the back of the neck is long, the crown of the head is reaching forward. Inhale. As you exhale, drop the knees, the top of the feet on the mat. Make your way into your Sphinx. Elbows to the back, squeeze your glutes. Inhale. Traction the chest forward. Exhale. Maybe as you inhale, extend your elbows. Keep pulling your hands to the back, engaging the glutes. As you exhale, lower your belly, your chest on the mat. Slide your hands under the shoulders, tuck your toes under. Press back, making your way into your child's pose. And then bend your elbows as you slide your chest forward, stay low. Inhale. Up dog with the toes tucked under. Open your chest, press the back of the thighs up. As you exhale, bend your elbows, hover above the mat. Inhale. Upward facing dog, the top of the feet are on the mat this time. As you exhale, downward facing dog. Just hold. Maybe you can lift your hips even higher, gently guiding them to the back, belly towards your thighs. Hold and breathe. Inhale. And exhale. As you inhale, ripple forward, making your way first into your plank and then through your plank. Lower the hips, upward dog with the toes tucked under. You can drop the knees here if you need. Bend your elbows, hover the chest above the mat. Inhale, extend the elbows, open your chest, engage the glutes, and again, exhale like a push-up. Inhale, open your chest, and again, exhale. Shoulders, triceps are hugging the rib cage. Inhale. Extend the elbows. You have just two more. Bend, hover. Inhale, extend. One more. Bend, hover. Inhale, extend the elbows. Upward facing dog. As you exhale, downward facing dog. Immediately lower your forearms on the mat. Okay, inhale. And exhale. And again, inhale. And exhale. Drop your knees on the mat. The top of the feet on the mat. Start sliding your hands into your puppy pose. You can rest the chin on the mat this time, lifting the sit bones to the ceiling. Slowing down your breath. And then start rippling forward. Make your way into your Sphinx just as a transition this time. Tuck your toes under. Lift your hips from the mat. Okay, we are shifting the weight on the right forearm. Point your knees to the left. Drop your heels on the mat. Extend the left arm up. You can stay here or start lifting the left leg from the right leg. Keeping your body open to the left. Hold. Breathe. And then as you exhale, lower the left foot. Lower the left forearm. Drop your heels to the left. Point your knees and toes to the right. Extend your right arm above the head. And then start lifting your right foot from the mat. Just an option though. Keep lifting your hips. Inhale. As you exhale, lower the right foot. Lower the right forearm. Hold. Inhale. As you exhale, drop your knees. Sit back on your heels. And then slide your chest forward, making your way through this upward dog with the toes tucked under. We have one more set of those push-ups. Bend your elbows, point them to the back. And then inhale, extend the elbows, squeeze the glutes. And again, lower the chest. Don't allow the elbows to point away from each other. And then inhale, open. And again, bend your elbows. Inhale, pull your shoulders to the back, chest forward, 2 more. Bend, hover, inhale, extend and open your chest. 1 last time. Bend your elbows, hover above the mat, inhale, upward dog. And then as you exhale, downward facing dog. Hold, breathe it out. Child's pose is always available if you need it. On your next inhalation, look to the front of the mat. Take a big step, a few smaller steps, or a hop. Halfway lift. And then as you exhale, belly towards your thighs. You can place your hands on your ankles. You can grab to the big toes. Or you can slide your hands under the feet. So the palms are touching to the soles of the feet. The back of the neck is long, neck is relaxed, head is heavy. And if you are placing the soles of the feet under your, the palms of the hands under the soles of the feet, then the toes are touching the elbow creases. Sorry, the wrist creases, of course. The crown of the head is pointing down, and just hold here. You can shift the weight forward slightly to elongate the back of the legs. Inhale. And then exhale, release your hands, one at a time. And then start bending your knees, making your way into a seated position. I will turn to the wider edge of the mat so I can face you. You can do the same, or you can stay exactly as you are. And then extend your legs quite wide, not necessarily to the point that you feel the bones kind of blocking it, but pretty wide. You can sit on top of the bolster or on top of the block. Knees are pointing out, up, toes are pointing up, so there's this rotation coming from the hips. And then as you inhale, extend the arms above the head. As you exhale, lower your left fingers, left hand, maybe even arm, the forearm to the mat as you reach your right fingers to the left. And then twist your chest to the ceiling. Open your chest. On your next inhalation, back through center, lower your right fingers, right hand or forearm to the right. And then extend the left arm above the head, reaching the fingers to the right. Hold. Twist your chest to the ceiling, maybe look up. Inhale, come back through center, and then extend the arms above the head. As you exhale, lower your hands in front of you. You can stay here. You can make your way on your forearms. If you have the pillow, the bolster, feel free to use it. And then the movement comes from the hips. So think of sending the sit bones to the back. You can even grab them and kind of pull them to the back from under your body. Maybe you can go even deeper, even lower. And then rest your forehead on top of your hands, guiding the belly towards the mat. And once again, see where the sensations are, where the stretch is, where the resistance is. Come back to observing the breath. So every breath that you take, full attention. And just let go. On your next inhalation, start lifting your belly, your chest, and the forehead from the mat. And then walk your hands a bit closer to the groin. Point your toes and press the fingertips to the mat as you lift your hip bones towards the lower ribs. And then lift your legs and try to guide them in front of you. And if you turn to be facing the longer edge of the mat, you can adjust on the mat. So we are facing the front of the mat. Toes are pointing up, feet as wide as the hip bones. And then point your fingers to the back, arms behind you, and then start walking your hands to the back. Make sure that you're not locking your elbows here. Keep lifting your chest. All the time you are lifting your chest. See how low you can go. And then lift your chest even more. Look at your toes. Slide the shoulder blades together. It shouldn't be painful, stretchy, yes, uncomfortable maybe, but not painful. Lift the chest even more. Notice what's happening in the elbows. If you are locking them, then bend your elbows slightly or back up from this position. One more inhalation. Lift even more. One more exhalation. And then start walking your hands a bit closer to the hips. And then extend your arms in front of you. Fingers are pointing up, scoop your abs. And then start making your way on your back body. Making your way on your back slowly with control. And then bend your knees here. And this time pull your left knee to the chest. And then extend your left leg once again. Flex your left foot. Maybe you can walk your hands a bit higher on your left leg. Heel up, toes towards your face. And just hold for one in breath. As you exhale, lower your left ankle on top of your right knee and guide your left knee away from you. Lift your right foot from the mat, interlacing your fingers behind your right knee, flexing your left foot. And then guide your right thigh towards your belly. Maybe use this left elbow to guide the left knee away from you. Inhale. And exhale. And then slowly lower your right foot on the mat. Extend your arms so they are creating letter T with the upper body is creating this letter T. And then start lowering your knees to the left. So it's internal rotation and external rotation in the lower body. Once again, notice any sensations where the stretch is, or maybe there are no sensations. Notice the body resting on the mat, the breath slowing down. Maybe Ujjayi. And then slowly start lifting your knees from the mat. Drop your left foot next to the right foot and then pull your right knee to the chest. Extend your right leg, flex your right foot. And then maybe walk your hands a bit closer to your calf or to your ankle. Guide your right thigh towards your belly. The toes of the right foot are pointing down. Left knee is pointing up. Inhale. As you exhale, lower your right ankle on top of your left knee. Guide this right thigh, right knee away from you. Start lifting the left foot. Interlace your fingers behind your left knee. And then flex your right toes. Just hold. And keep releasing deeper and deeper with each out breath. Inhale. And then as you exhale, release your left foot on the mat. Extend your arms to the side and then start lowering your knees to the right. Feeling all the points of contact of your body and the mat. Rotation in your hips. And then on your next inhalation, come back through center. Lower the right foot next to the left foot. Hands next to the hips with the palms pointing down. And then tilt your pelvis under, elongating the lower back. Squeeze your glutes and start lifting your hips, elongating the fronts of the thighs. Kneecaps are pointing forward, inner thighs engage. Hold. Maybe lift your hips even more as you lift your chest, guiding it a bit closer to the chin and up. Hold. Keep pulling your heels down and to the back towards your shoulder blades. Notice what's happening in the glutes when you do that. Inhale. As you exhale, lower the spine vertebra by vertebrae. Hips drop on the mat. And then pull your knees to the chest once again. Giving yourself, your legs a big hug. Maybe rock side to side. And then whenever you feel ready, start extending the legs, making your way into your Shavasana. You can extend the arms or you can place one hand on your belly, one hand on your chest. We are going to repeat this pranayama exercise from the beginning of the practice. But first, make yourself comfortable using the blocks, the bolsters, any props, allowing your body to be heavy, resting on the mat. And then take a deep breath in through the nose, out through the nose. And then inhale through the nose to the belly, ribs, chest. Exhale, chest, ribs, and belly. And again, inhale, belly, ribs, chest. Exhale, chest, ribs, belly. Inhale, belly, rib cage expands, chest all the way up to the collarbones. Exhale, chest, ribs, belly. Two more in your own pace. Notice if being on your back is making it a bit easier. Or maybe not. Maybe no difference here. But for a lot of people, it is actually easier to relax and to guide the breath in such a way on the back bodies. After you are done with your last exhalation, allow your breath become effortless. Just inhale and exhale. If you want to adjust your arms, you can extend them and make yourself completely comfortable. If you want to stay in your Shavasana longer, please do. If you feel ready to reawaken the body, then maybe start adding small movements into the toes or the fingers. You know this transition. So trust that your body knows and allow it to guide you through whatever is needed. So maybe you will give your body a big stretch on the mat, full body stretch, or maybe you prefer to hug the knees to the chest once again. Maybe you want to rest in a fetal position. Taking all the time that you need. Whenever you feel ready, you may make your way into a seat. Maybe not yet, but I will meet you in a seated position when you feel ready. Maybe still keeping your eyes closed. You may connect the palms of the hands together, taking a moment to ground yourself. At the end of the class, you have heard me or probably other teachers saying namaste, which means I bow to you, to your good qualities, to recognize this space that we created practicing together, even if it's a digital one. So thank you. Namaste.